Journalist Milo Yiannopoulos has been barred from speaking at his former grammar school in Kent. Simon Langton Grammar School for Boys has cancelled the address to 6 formers, which was due to take place today, after being contacted by the Department for Education's Counter-Extremism Unit. Mr. Yiannopoulos is a senior editor for Breitbart, that website that Norman just mentioned, so-called alt-right website. Let's talk to various people. 3 students from the Simon Langton Grammar School and one of the teachers. Joining us from our studio in Tunbridge Wells is Alex Leaney, who disagrees with the decision to ban Milo from speaking, and in Canterbury we've got Frank Roche, also a student, who thinks it was right that Milo was banned from giving his speech. We also have Drishti Ray, who's a student who was due to attend the talk and thinks he should have been given chance to talk. Hello all of you. Thank you very much. Alex.
Yeah.
Why were so many people in favour of this going ahead?
Well, most people at the school sort of had like a general sort of disagreement with Milo, and weren't necessarily just sort of going because they agreed with him. They just wanted to hear sort of his ideas put out there, so that they could be challenged, and furthermore, just because the school has such a sort of a great tradition of bringing in guest speakers of all varieties to challenge students and to be challenged by students.
Frank, do you know who contacted the Counter-Extremism Unit?
I don't know.
Do you know why they would have done that?
Well, no. I mean, well, Milo is an extreme figure. His views don't deserve to be given a platform. He should not have been invited in the first place. Whether it was the right thing to cancel it now and give him more publicity, I don't know. But yeah, no, he should not have been invited.
Right. And why do you say he shouldn't have been invited? Because his views are extreme.
Well, to give him a platform is to give him legitimacy. It's to say that his views deserve to be debated. I've said this before. He thinks that transgender people are mentally ill. He says that it equates feminism with cancer. He says that he suggested that Jews control the world. These aren't opinions. These are vile expressions, and they should not be aired anywhere. It's not about the students at this school. It's about society, fascism, and he is a fascist.
Alex,
should not have its views.
Yeah, Alex, what do you say to Frank?
Well, I mean, I think it's sort of ludicrous to just sort of start throwing all these like phrases away, around like fascism and all that sort of stuff, because it's completely irrelevant. If I was making my case that he should be allowed to speak because he isn't a fascist, for sure that would be a valid argument, but it isn't, because it's irrelevant whether or not he is.
Drishti, what do you say to your fellow student, Frank?
Yeah, so I think that the important thing is that actually, if it's important in society to actually listen to people who have different opinions, and by giving Milo a platform, as people say, I think it actually means that we also get a platform to be able to challenge his views. Now, I would disagree when it's said that he's a fascist. I think that's pretty much ridiculous. But I think a lot of the people did disagree with his views, and it's important that we were able to actually channel the questions that we had for him. But because of the cancellation of the event, unfortunately, we won't be able to actually challenge his views.
Frank, aren't you in the least bit curious to question him and ask him where his views come from?
Oh, certainly. I mean, there will always be curiosity, and the majority of students who wanted to go to this debate were curious, and some of them wanted to go for entertainment purposes. He's a flamboyant character, to say the least. But the fact remains that sometimes the denial of freedom to some is the extension of freedom to others. Milo, I've said that Milo has offended transgender people, said that they are mentally ill. The rates of depression and the suicide rates for transgender people are extremely high. For such a small group, it's such a high proportion. Milo is probably not going to kill himself because he can't come and talk at my school. But a transgender person may well take their own life because of what Milo says and what he claims. This is very serious. This is quite a middle-class, privileged debate. There are people who are being affected right now here and in America because of Donald Trump and his regime that's about to come and take power because of these opinions. These are not acceptable opinions.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you very much. Thousands of people living with degenerative conditions, like you mentioned.